Welcome to another video right here on FE Builds. It's good to be with you and I'm very excited. You can see a box in front of me. It is something that is so exciting and it's something that I've really wanted for a very long time. I would say this is most probably the final or the main RC that I'll have and feature on this channel. Special thanks to our friend Sean at RC633 in George. You can visit their website. It's rc633.online and they sell some really cool RCs. This is a demo unit that I received, so it's not coming in its original packaging. It's already been opened by someone and they actually were kind enough to actually sell me their demo. I was so impatient I couldn't wait for the new one to come all the way in September. So I'm actually quite happy because it's in good condition still and it's been tested. It's been tested by the shop and they've seen that it works well and they were comfortable selling it to me. I got it at a discount because it's a demo and I was also quite happy about that. So let's open the box. As I said, it's a demo, so it's not in its original packaging. There's some newspapers that were put over here. Sean just tried his best to make this as safe as possible for the truck. So I believe at any stage we're going to see the truck. And he said he did wrap it in bubble wrap, but he put some extra papers just for precaution. So Sean, if you're watching this, thank you so much. I am so excited to see this RC. Okay, so I see there's a small box over here, which we'll get to. I believe this must be the remote. And then we've got the 8th Scale F150 Ford Raptor by Traction Hobby. We're not going to do any builds on this today, but this is just a video just to say that that RC that we've been waiting for a really long time has now become a reality, and it has finally landed right here where we do our FE builds. Like I said, it's a demo, so there's a few scratches here and there, but that's fine. I don't really mind that. And yeah, I think it's gonna be good. It's gonna be awesome. Let me take this out of the box and I'll be back to give you a look around. This is so amazing. The scaleness of this RC is amazing. As I said earlier when I was opening the box, this is a demo model, so it never came in the original box. And the original box is in one city and the RC was in another. So it was sent down to me, and once again, special thank you to Sean at RC633 for selling me this demo and for giving it to me at a good price. I got a discount on it because obviously it's been tested, it's been scratched slightly here and there, but I am still happy and excited because I'm most probably going to put the same scratches and things on it when I drive it. But there's something unique about this particular RC, and that is that it has the ability to disconnect the gearbox in such a way that you can have front wheel drive, you can have rear wheel drive, you can have four wheel drive with open diffs, and then you can have four-wheel drive with locked diff at the front or locked diff at the back, or four-wheel drive with all diffs locked, the center, front and the back. As we look at the lights, you can see they're scale lights, and I assure you every single LED in this car works. And I believe there's also LEDs on the mirror over here, which we will see as we put this small soaring battery in, and it's only a 2200 battery, but I think it should be sufficient for the tests that we're going to do. If the mic is sensitive enough, you would hear that I'm indoors, but even as I record, there's wind blowing seriously fast, and it's quite hectic out there. So I think as I go out to test it, because I'm so excited and impatient, I want to test it today still. So as I go out there, I don't think I'm going to be out there for long. So this is the car. If you look at it at the back, very nice. And under the car, it's got a metal cover on the rear diff. These feel like aluminium or steel beadlock rims. It's the first RC I've seen that actually comes with such nice rims. And these are replicas of the BFG KO2s. Obviously they're not branded, I don't think these are licensed tires, but this is a licensed body by Ford. And at the front, if you look under, you will see that it's got independent suspension. And as you can see, independent suspension works in a different way. It's the same on the Night Runner. It doesn't easily flex when you lift up the one wheel as compared to solid axle. Now let's look at the remote quickly. And I love this remote that it comes with. It is just amazing. I love it. It's a Dumbo RC remote. One that I only saw comes with this car. And it's got a color screen, believe it or not. So I'm going to press and hold the power button and wow, it's got animation. So currently the remote battery is at 70%. And when you turn, there's a light that lights up showing you the direction you're turning in. And you can see the channel 1. You can see that. Okay, so I'm quickly going to power this off. I'm going to open the body and let's take a look at the chassis. And then after we look at the chassis, I'll put a battery in, and with the car upside down, we'll test out all the different functions and figure out how this works. Okay, so as we look at this car, I've taken off the body. At the back, there's two pieces that you just twist for it to come off. When it's locked, it'll be like that. For you to open it, you have to turn them so that they can pass through these grooves. And at the front, there's two pins under here, and you just press them so that they can release the body. And I see already it's got a bit of a bigger motor. I believe this is a 775. And I've got a Fusion Pro that I want to see if it can fit in. But before we do that, we're not just gonna change the motor immediately. Let's get a feel for the stock, and if this motor blows off, then change to the Fusion Pro. There's a famous saying out there, if it's not broken, don't fix it. The suspension is really good, as I've said. Feels very similar to the suspension on the Traxxas UDR. Maybe not as extensive, but when you put the weight of the whole car, the driving experience is very similar to the real thing. So what we're going to do now is we're going to turn this car over and let's see which button does what. Okay, so I've got the car turned upside down. Let's see if it's in 4-wheel drive or 2-wheel drive currently. Okay, so currently it's in rear-wheel drive. Let's see what button we press to actually activate that. It's in rear-wheel drive currently. I believe it's open diff. So the power is going to 1. And I'll press channel 3. I believe that locks the rear diff. I can hear the servo close to there. There we go. That's locked. So it's in rear-wheel drive currently. I believe it might be this button over here that actually does that. Let's switch over and see what happens. Okay, that puts it in 4-wheel drive. The button over there. This button over here should be front-wheel drive. And currently it's front-wheel drive open diff. I believe if the bottom one is the rear-wheel drive diff lock, this should be the front-wheel drive. So let's now try and lock it and see if we can. Yeah, the diffs are locked. Okay. Let's see the speed that it's going at. In front-wheel drive. I'm going to switch it to 4-wheel drive quickly. Okay. Now let's stop and let's see. It's got some good drag brake. If I press that button, is at the gear. Let's wait for it to engage. Okay, so for this button over here, I thought it would be high-low, can't really tell. Let's just leave that alone for now. Let's look at the button down here. We know the one at the top is for lights. This might be the high and low. Okay, press channel 4 again. Let's try it. So that is the high gear. And wow, I just noticed this as you... So this light comes on progressively as you press more throttle. So it shows you on the screen. Okay, so that's that. We figured out how to put front wheel drive, rear wheel drive, diff lock on the front, diff lock on the back, four-wheel drive, and high and low.